Welcome to our new show. My name is Chief John Jackson here with the Greenwood Village Police Department. We at the Greenwood Village Police Department are working hard every single day to keep you safe and secure, and we're working to have a crime-free neighborhood and business community all across our great city. What we're going to talk about today is something that has woven its way into very much importance in everyone's life. We're going to talk about the internet, the use of the internet, and how you can potentially not become a victim by people who are willing and wanting to prey upon you through internet type activities. We've brought together a group of very exciting people here, subject matter experts in the area of identity theft, financial crimes, and even some of the more serious crimes of predatory stalking. So we're hoping that you take away from this show a whole lot of information. We're glad that you've joined us, and we think that some of the information you get today will prevent you from being a victim tomorrow.
The internet has become a global village, connecting people and businesses worldwide instantly through our computers, smartphones, even wearable devices. We surf for information, talk, exchange data, send pictures, watch TV shows and movies, and much, much more. Depending on who you ask, 1,400,000,000 people are connected in the global village, and that number is growing by 1 million a day. But there's a downside to all of the benefits of the internet. Sometimes you just don't know who's on the other end of that global village internet connection.
I believe internet crime is the new tool. We don't see it specifically as a crime in and of itself, obviously. It's a tool just like the cell phone was a tool to be used for crimes when it was emerging. However, with internet crime, or cybercrime as we would call it, it's endless. The access to individuals, businesses, the amount of information that's available is endless, and the exploitation of that information is really limited by the imagination of the criminals that we're dealing with. We have a collection platform for that reporting. You may have heard of it. It's called IC3.gov, and it's a means where the individual or the business can report internet crimes or cyber crimes. From that, we see just shy of 300,000 reports annually, and the losses specifically just from those are, I want to say it was 550 million for 2012. We believe the number of actual reported crimes is much greater than those that are reported. We see it run the gamut. It's obvious they are trying to generate new schemes on a daily basis that will then appeal to any possible victim. It's really difficult to see day after day people being victimized by what would otherwise be what should be great news in one's life. You know, hearing that a long lost relative has left you money, you're going to inherit it, which is not true. That an unemployed person is going to receive employment where they can work at home and make a good income, and it's not true. Somebody has found love over the internet in a 24-hour period, and it's not true. And it's really difficult to see people emotionally damaged by these things. The financial losses are tragic, but you know, it's not great seeing people being preyed on in those ways. So,
people and businesses in Greenwood Village are not immune to internet crime. Our police department works cases every year involving citizens victimized by online criminals. And because the internet is so complex, some online crimes are very difficult to solve.
The Greenwood Village Police Department receives approximately 9 to 10 complaints a year. However, many computer crimes go unreported, and so the number may be much larger. Greenwood Village businesses and residents are targets of computer crime due to the economic status of the city. However, anyone who accesses the internet and uses their personal identifying information, credit cards, over the internet can be a victim of this crime. Greenwood Village Police Department has solved many computer crimes over the years. However, they can be difficult to solve. Many times the investigation leads to other jurisdictions and to other countries where we don't have access to prosecute or necessarily recoup whatever has been lost.
The list of scams on the internet grows and changes every day as internet crooks cook up new scams. But the Greenwood Village Police Department says there are some common crimes to watch out for before you log in or check your email.
Some of the top internet crimes include phishing, which is the act of sending an email which comes across as a legitimate company in order to obtain personal information from whoever receives the email. An example of phishing would be Wells Fargo sends you an email. However, it's not really Wells Fargo sending you that email. And within that email, they would ask for personal information such as social security, bank account, to verify your address, name, date of birth. And when you reply to this email, you're actually providing this information to the criminal. Another example is extortion, and that is obtaining something through threats or force, such as money. Residents or businesses in the city receive an email saying that their friend or loved one is stuck in another country and they need $3,000–4,000 to come home. And in this email it says the hotel won't give them their passport back, or they're stuck at the airport and they're being detained for whatever reason, and that you need to send money to them as soon as possible. Craigslist is another example where computer crimes occur. A few examples are either you will purchase an item and you will never receive the item, or it will be a roommate type agreement where they will say, I'll send you a check for $10,000. I know it's over the amount. Please cash it and send the rest of the money back to me. And you can keep a little for the fee. Another internet crime that can occur through the computer is harassment, whether it's via social networking, Facebook, Twitter, or even through personal emails. And it's no different than when someone harasses you in person. It's just through threatening emails or repetitive emails that are bothering you or causing some alarm in your life. Another crime that we see over the internet is what we consider romance scams. That is when you start a relationship online with someone and they act as if they love you. However, they're really using you as a vehicle to their criminal activity, whether it's asking you to send them money so they can move out to Colorado and start your life together, or they're having you cash fraudulent checks. Another common crime that we see via phone or internet is what I call the Publishers Clearinghouse scam. You will get notified that you have won $5 million from Publishers Clearinghouse. However, they will ask that you send a check, money order, or some type of arrangement of $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 to start the process. And they say it's for legal fees. And we've seen this numerous times within the city of Greenwood Village.
Here's the bottom line. Every time you get on your computer to surf the web, or use your smartphone to check email, or send friends a message about your vacation plans, in fact, every time you get on the internet, you're opening the door to online crime. But just keeping a few simple safety tips in mind and using some common sense can help keep you and your family internet safe.
Some prevention tips would include from the very basics. Please do not give your social security number, personal information out over the internet or phone. That includes your date of birth, your address, anything that identifies who you are. From there, please do not give out financial information, whether it's credit cards, social security can be included in that due to social security payments. Don't give away your passwords or PIN numbers. Don't give away your home address and telephone number. All these things can be used to steal your identity. From safeguarding your personal information, whether you're using a internet site, please make sure that it's a secured site and one that you know. I would also recommend that you use a credit card on these sites versus a debit card, because it can be more difficult to recoup your loss on a debit card than it can be on a credit card. Don't respond to unsolicited emails. Shred any credit card application, bank account statements, social security statements. Shred anything with your name on it. Make sure and install anti-virus software on your computer. Many people leave their wireless addresses open to the public, and when a criminal uses your IP address to commit one of these crimes, the police department will then end up focusing on you because that IP address is listed back to your name and address. Know who you're doing business with. If it appears to be too good to be true, it probably is. The best advice I can give you is use your head, use common sense. If it doesn't seem right, it probably is not.
If you think you've been a victim of online crime, call the Greenwood Village Police Department at 303-773-2525. You can get more information about online scams at www.ic3.gov or at www.infraguard.org.